Hey, Chris, how's it going?
Pretty good, pretty good.
What's on?
Sorry, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah. So I have a question about powering off devices, pulling the plug out of a device that's giving you trouble. How does it work exactly?
Pulling the plug cuts power immediately, forcing a device to shut down. It can resolve issues by clearing the device's memory or stopping malfunctioning processes. However, it's best used as a last resort since it can cause data loss or damage.
Why is it that keeping it off for like 30 seconds or more seems to be much more effective than only 10 seconds, say?
Keeping it off for 30 seconds or more allows the device's capacitors to fully discharge, clearing out residual power. This ensures that volatile memory, like RAM, is completely cleared, giving the device a fresh start when powered back on.
If you want to be absolutely certain that memory was properly cleared, what would your approach be?
To be certain, you could disconnect the device from power and remove the battery if possible. Then, hold down the power button for about 15 to 30 seconds. This can help ensure all internal components fully discharge and any residual power is gone.
Would that work on a smart TV?
Yep, it should. Unplug the TV, hold down the power button on the TV itself for 15 to 30 seconds, then plug it back in. This helps clear any residual power and resets the TV's memory.
So, what exactly is happening when you press that power button down for that long?
Pressing the power button for an extended period helps discharge any remaining electricity in the device's capacitors. This ensures all components are fully powered down.
Wait a
Clear.
second, there's a difference between the remote control, where the power button is, and the TV's memory itself, though.
Exactly. The remote's power button typically puts the TV into standby mode, not fully off. Using the TV's physical power button or unplugging it ensures the internal memory is cleared, as it cuts power to the main board, not just putting it to sleep.
Are you saying that holding down the power button will put your smart TV into some kind of a completely off position? Sorry, are you there?
Yep, still here. Holding down the physical power button on the TV itself won't put it into a completely off state. It helps discharge residual power, contributing to a more.
Baby, there is no physical power button on my TV itself. There's only one on the remote.
Got it. In that case, unplugging the TV from the power outlet for about 30 seconds is your best bet to fully reset it. This will effectively clear the TV's memory and
I've
reset its.
sometimes encountered this kind of a problem where you have to do that two or three or even four times before things actually go back to normal.
Repeatedly power cycling can help to resolve more persistent issues, as each cycle fully resets the system. If it takes multiple attempts, it might indicate a deeper issue with the TV's hardware or software.
Why was Game of Thrones so popular with audiences?
Game of Thrones blended epic fantasy with complex characters, unpredictable plot twists, and political intrigue. Its willingness to kill off key characters kept viewers on edge, while its rich world building and moral ambiguity made it captivating.
The funny thing is, although tons of characters die in that story, they all kind of deserve it, probably.
Fair point. Many characters meet grim fates due to their own choices or ruthless ambition. It's a brutal world where actions have serious consequences, adding to the intrigue.
I feel like Ned Stark, he didn't really do anything wrong, but he was a bit of a naive fool, perhaps.
Ned Stark's downfall came from his rigid honor and underestimating the treachery around him. His sense of justice clashed with the political gains at King's Landing, leading to his tragic end.
Well, is it really tragic if he was sort of that naive?
Hmm, good point. It's more of a cautionary tale. Ned's naivety in such a ruthless environment serves as a stark reminder that good intentions alone aren't enough in a world full of deceit and power struggles.
It's actually pronounced naivete.
You're right, my mistake. It's pronounced naivete. Thanks for pointing that out.
Hey, you actually adjusted, unlike Gemini.
I aim to please. Adapting and learning. It's what I do best.
Yeah, there's a line in David Fincher's movie Seven where Detective Somerset says to Detective Mills, "You can't afford to be this naive."
Great reference. In Seven, Somerset's line captures that harsh reality. In a world filled with darkness, naivete can be dangerous, and being aware of harsh truths is crucial for survival.
Yeah, I think that might be my favorite line in the whole movie, and that movie is one of the best.
It's a powerful line in a gripping film. Seven stands out for its intense atmosphere, strong performances, and thought provoking themes. What's in the box, right?
What is, yeah, it's not just a power, I wouldn't say it's a powerful line. He actually says it with a lot of humor. It's like, you can't afford to be this naive. No, no, that's not how he says it. But there's definitely humor in his voice.
Ah, got it. Somerset delivers it with a touch of sarcasm, highlighting Mills's idealism in a darkly humorous way. It adds depth to their dynamic and film's tone.
Yeah, Mills is right. Like, he's a champion for truth and justice, but he's kind of self-destructive in the end.
Exactly. Mill's pursuit of justice is admirable, but his impulsive nature and emotional responses lead him down a path that ultimately contributes to his downfall. It's a complex portrayal.
Yeah, I mean, his downfall is not clear. It's not entirely. He might be out of, he might be okay, but Tracy's still dead.
True, the aftermath is ambiguous, and Mills's fate remains uncertain. The emotional toll is immense, and while his future is unclear, the consequences of his actions are deeply felt.
By who?
Take care.
No, I said who is feeling the consequences of his actions exactly.
Ah, got it. The emotional weight of his actions hit Mills hard. The shock and devastation of losing his wife took a profound toll, leaving him deeply affected by the consequences of his pursuit of justice. The gravity of his choices becomes painfully clear.
Hold on. Are you saying that John Doe killed Tracy because Mills was such a passionate police detective?
Not exactly. John Doe targeted Tracy to provoke Mills and complete his plan based on the seven deadly sins. Mills's passion and impulsiveness made him a prime target for Doe's twisted sense of justice.
What makes you say it's twisted?
John Doe's actions are twisted because he believes he's delivering moral lessons through brutal murders. In inflicting suffering to make a point about society's sins. His sense of justice is warped, as it involves taking innocent lives to prove his twisted ideology.
Innocent lives? Innocent of what exactly?
By innocent, I mean they didn't deserve to die for their actions. While Doe believes his victims embody
You
the
can't
seven
afford to be this naive.
God, touche. You're right. It's a dark and complicated narrative. No one in Seven is entirely innocent or safe from the consequences of the world's corruption.
It's actually pronounced touche.
Thanks for that. Touche.
Okay, it says no time remaining today.
Okay, so they said to record a message, but what do I say? Do I sound happy or thoughtful or Shakespearean? Ugh, so many choices. Wait, what do you mean we're already recording?